Hi, I'm Debbie Cole. I'm at Stampendous today, and I'm going to be showing you some tools and techniques from our new Stamp and Paint program. You're going to love this program because it's going to save you time and make painting easy to do. In this next video, I'm going to show you our Stamp and Wash technique, which is really the heart of the Stamp and Paint program because it's just colorizing a stamp like color book painting. So the first thing I'll do with this one, and what I want to show you first is you want to have a stamp that has a lot of detail lines in it, like this lovely artist stamp. And I'll go ahead and I'll stamp it onto my surface. First I'm going to load, then offload my cosmetic sponge, and then I'm going to come over to my stamp. And I really want to make sure that these are covered well, because with all these detail lines, the whole idea is that we want to have the lines do most of our shading and highlighting for us. And what I did is, you can see over here that I have some paints that I've thinned that I can use to colorize. And what I've done is I've taken one of Stampendous' bottles, flip cap bottles, and I filled it with water and easy float, about 3/4 water to 1/4 easy float. And what that will do is allow me to be able to go in, and I won't get a lot of streaking, even though this is very detailed. If you had a larger area, it would make a difference. And I like to use a angle brush. And I load the brush and I come in, and then what I can do is I can use the tip or I can use the whole flat area, and I can just go in and add color very randomly. And I keep adding this until it's just filled with color, making it all very, very pretty. In this situation, I'm happy to have my flat side of the angle brush, because now I can go in and cover a large area. And I don't have to worry about any streaking because I've got that color float in there, and it really helps. It has a self-leveling agent in it, and that's what helps eliminate the streaking as you're painting. You can just go in and add a little bit more. And then what I would do when this is dry is I would go in and shade it and highlight it with my, or basically I would just shade it because the highlights is the white showing through. Now, you can also use larger stamps like the jumbo stamps with this method too. And what I'll do is I'll come in and load it in the same manner, and we're going to use this background that I used in a previous video. And I'm going to load my flower stamp with a light blue. What I try to do is I try to load my stamp, if I'm trying to paint a little bit more realistically, I load it with the color that is the mid-value range. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, and what I like about having the acrylic handles is they're see-through, and so what we can do is somewhat align them up, remembering that there's a little bit of gap. There might be a little bit of space, but I can always come in and shade around it and make some corrections. I'm not too worried about that. And again, I don't rock it, I just press. And that's not too bad. See, over here what I'll do is I'll come in and shade. And once this has a few seconds to set up, I'll come back in with the same color. And because this is transparent color, it's going to come in a lot lighter, and that light buttermilk background is going to show through. So again, I come in, I blot my brush, and I just come over and wash over the entire thing. And you can see how quickly this can be done. And in a matter of seconds, I have now been able to base coat or colorize my flower. Now it's ready to just be shaded and highlighted in a normal painting method. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed our stamp and wash technique, and that you will enjoy doing our whole Stamp and Paint program. Just makes painting so easy and fun because we've eliminated tracing, transferring, and even base coating.